Welcome, all you unhinged essentials.
I'm
And
Cole.
I'm Reed. Buckle up and helmets on.
And put those big girl panties on because you're going to need them.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Unhinged Essentials. We are cruising through our list and cruising through the sweater weather of September. Today, we have Miss Kelly with us, and we are so excited, even though I don't think she is.
Welcome, Miss Kelly. Welcome,
Hi.
welcome.
We are ecstatic to have her with us today. We are going to give Kelly an opportunity to tell us however much she wants us to know about herself. And then we were going to get into the topic of the day. So, Miss Kelly, where are you from? What do you do? How are you?
So I'm doing well. A little nervous about all of this, but we're gonna see how it
Just breathe,
goes.
just breathe, just breathe. It'll be fine.
So I have been a nurse for 5 years. As soon as I graduated, I went straight to the ER. It's been my home since. I did try to veer away from it for a second. Went to a clinic, lasted about 2 months, and decided this is not for me. And I went back to the ER. It just kind of drags you back in.
Can't get away from it, can you?
You
You are
can't.
our
No.
second. You're our second person that said they went to a clinic and was like, absolutely not, and went straight back.
I absolutely hated it. It was so boring.
Yeah.
Could not.
Okay, I will never go to a clinic. I know where not to go now.
Yes.
Note
No.
to self, no clinics.
Okay.
No. Mm-mm.
Cole, do you want to introduce our topic for the day and get Kelly started?
I would love to. So, what we got for you is what was your worst day that you can think of working in the ER?
That is kind of a hard question. There's been several. I mean,
Yesterday.
yeah, today,
Yeah. Hmm.
Um,
Having to go. Oh,
there's
sorry.
there's been a lot of hard days. But one I recall, I was a brand new baby nurse, had started, like I said, in the ER, and it was a larger hospital. Like I said, I was a baby nurse. It was very busy during COVID times. We were all stressed out. So, anyways, I had this patient, completely stable the whole time he was there. I'd been in and out of the room all night talking with him, updating his family. They hadn't been able to make it to the hospital yet. They had quite a drive. So when I was updating him, I kept telling him, yeah, everything's good, just waiting on some more stuff. But he's just chilling, we're good. It's like minutes later, everything changed, like in a second. Everything started going off. Um, Everyone started rushing in, like he absolutely crashed out of nowhere. It was so unexpected. Everyone was in there, we were working it. I look up and sorry, it's gonna make me cry.
Oh, you're good.
His family is at the doorway, and it's a scream you'll like never forget.
Oh, no.
And they were screaming the whole time. You told me he was okay. You told me he was okay. And they was just like, you lied to me. And we were sitting there working this guy and never got him back. That was probably the hardest one that stuck with me because it was so unexpected. And I had told his family over and over that everything was okay. So
Wow.
I learned very early on, to be very clear and make sure they know that maybe right now he's okay, but of course, that stuff can change at any time.
Were there
Uh,
no warning signs on what
no,
was going on? Just
Yeah.
nothing. Just stable as
no,
could be, and then suddenly
yeah,
not.
yeah. Completely out of nowhere. And my preceptor and my charge nurse, like it even caught them off guard, and they had been a nurse for about one for like 10 years, one for around 15ish. And
Wow.
it just out
Oh,
of nowhere.
you were such a baby that you were still precepting,
Yes.
Wow.
and they
Yeah.
had you talking with family and
Yes. Yeah, I was taking those phone calls, because they want you to get comfortable with them
yeah.
and that kind of stuff. And which I, of course, I had talked to him my preceptor before answering the phone and kind of went over what I needed to tell him. And that's when I just kind of took us all for a shock.
Wow.
Listen, I had no idea about your story before you got on here. That was probably one of the most common threads from EMS through the hospital during COVID.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you had to do that any more than what you did, but I you caught me in the feels on that one too, because I've told their family, just meet us at the hospital. We've got them. They're okay. And they weren't alive when we got them to the hospital.
COVID was awful. It was
Yeah.
probably my worst experience in nursing. It's
It
definitely
was.
some. It was awful, awful.
Oh, yeah. It was absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
And, codes, I feel like it was almost an everyday occurrence. And not to sound cruel, because most, you learn not to let them bother you, but that one just stuck out. And, like, I will never even forget his face. I still to this day can still picture him and his family.
Wow.
Yeah. So I felt like I lied. And
I
then
did too.
also, not only did I lie, but I was taken advantage of at the same time. You know,
Yeah.
it was, hey, we're going to do our job, and we're going to do, what these people have told us to do, because COVID changed everything. There were so many things that got cut out of our protocols in EMS. We essentially just had them in a a vacuum in the back of an ambulance, sometimes already in a bag, it depending on what their symptoms were, just taking them to the hospital. And my whole career prior to, I could always tell the family, I have got them. I am the person you want to show up and help your family member. I'll do everything I can for them.
You were
Yes.
literally just transport, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID made us just a body transport.
Oh, wow.
And it
Wow.
was, you said the natural catchphrase, which is, I've got them. I'll take care of them. Don't worry. Go sit out here. Go be here. Go do this. We'll come talk to you in a minute, and everything will be okay. And man, COVID taught us no.
Oh, yeah. It was so bad, especially this kind of off topic, but during COVID, once most of them, you knew when they got intubated, like they weren't coming back during that first round, and it was so hard
Yeah.
because, I had some of them that would look at me and they're like, "All right, am I going to be okay? Am I going to make it?" And I mean, how do you look at those people and say no?
So the thing that scared me the most about learning the skill of intubation, I was going through my clinical rounds to get licensed as a medic in Texas, and it's pretty extensive in Texas. And so I was saddled up with an anesthesiologist for the day, and I will never forget her telling me, when you push the drugs, you're the reason why they might possibly take their last breath.
Oh gosh,
And I
that's
was I
hard.
was good with intubation until then.
Yeah, I'd be like, never mind.
And then she said that, and I was like, oh, oh shit. What if, it makes you question everything. And
Yeah.
what she said had a lot of wisdom to it, because she made me a clinical thinker. Is this what I absolutely need to do, or is there something else? Is there a phone call that I can make to another doctor? Is there something else that I can do before I do this? And if I do this, this is what was needed. And man, COVID, well,
It was a
I feel for you. You're also another guest we've had on the show that baby nurse during COVID, and guy, God bless, don't know why y'all came back to work.
That is no lie.
Yeah.
I mean, I had many, many years of no COVID, and then COVID even made me have second thoughts. It was like, why am I doing this to myself?
it was rough. And you wanted to be a superhero. You wanted to fix everyone. And it was like so discouraging at some points. I mean, you dreaded walking into the hospital.
Man, I'm sure you're even the person that like did the whole pictures of like I'm a nurse, I'm a BSN, I'm an MSN, whatever you are, you know, it's so excited. And then
Oh
it's
yeah.
like, bam, here's a here's the
Yes.
Welcome to the
pandemic.
hospital.
Yeah, good luck,
Yes.
turd.
Yeah. Well, I remember like we were sitting in clinicals. It was my last semester, and like we had just like a couple more rotations, and it was sitting there talking about we had just heard about the COVID, and we're like, ha ha, that's funny. It's not going to happen. And it was like a week later, the whole school was shut down, and we're like, oh, okay,
Oh,
maybe
I
this is
remember having that
serious.
conversation too with my coworkers. We heard about it, and I was like, "Oh, it's going to be like Ebola. It's not going to be a big
Yeah.
deal." And then it's like, "Oh wait, I was just kidding. I was
Yeah.
oh,
wrong."
Just kidding, guys.
guys, I remember telling my family, this is not a big deal. This is the government trying to make us sit at home.
Yes, that's where I was with it. And I was
And
like, this
I
is some
had to
bullcrap.
eat shit on those words a month later, going, "Hey, JK, sorry,
I lied.
yeah, don't touch anybody." Also, all of our family events from now until forever, when I die, I'm not allowed to be at it because I'm contaminated.
Yeah,
You
pretty
know,
much.
oh,
We were already like just already disinvited from everything.
It was awful.
It
completely
was.
shunned. Hey, so Kelly, we didn't get to the nitty gritty on the end of that. You told us the what you wanted to, and again, man, I'm right there with you. That hit the feels, even the words you said and how you said them. I remembered every feeling of going, oh my God, I lied to that family member.
Yeah, the guilt was terrible.
So
I
how
felt so guilty.
when everything was said and done with in that moment on that day, I'm sure you still had some shift left, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How'd you
Had
do?
Well, so after that had ended and we had called it, the attending made me go with him to tell the rest of the family, which traumatized me even more.
Wow.
And which I know that's just part of the job. I mean, that's something you have to do. I understand why they made me go. And after that, we carried 5 to 6 rooms during that time. And so I still had 4 or 5 other rooms I had to go take care of. And that was either, just as sick or, in there and for, whatever the toe pain or genital warts or whatever they come in for that day. You never know.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry. Can you look at this thing on the back of my nutsack? No.
Exactly. So,
God.
you learn early on to just suppress all those feelings and go in the next room like nothing happened. Like, put your big girl panties on and go.
Hmm.
And yeah, so that was kind of the start of it.
I
How
can't,
was your
so
how did you and did you take like a moment to yourself? Did y'all have like a debriefing? Did
yeah.
how
Um,
what was the end product of that?
we actually, my charge nurse kind of had a debriefing with me on the elevator down to like restock the crash cart. And that was about the only debriefing we had. And the attending, like, I love him. He was great. It's not because he, didn't do that with me, didn't go through the debriefing with me. It was we were so busy, we didn't get a chance to.
Do you feel like that would have been good for you?
I do, especially early on. At first I was like, oh, I'm fine. This is just part of the job. I'm tough. I can deal with it. But I mean, years later, it still bothers me.
A lot of the stuff that we see, it's like it's kind of haunting. I mean, it
It
sticks
is.
with you. It doesn't matter what the situation is, it still sticks with you.
Oh, for sure. Um,
Listen, I had a really good captain during COVID. Very, very, very good captain. Still a very close friend of mine. Um, said, "Hey, what you're telling them, the hope that you're giving them is not wrong."
yeah.
Because imagine the flip side of that coin, and I think a lot of our uh I hate to differentiate between uh, in hospital and pre-hospital, because I think we're one and the same. It's just geographic location, and maybe some extra sounds and stuff that are different, but we're one and the same. But this captain told me, imagine the flip side of the coin. If you would have told them, no, they're not okay, and hurry up and say bye because we have to leave.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that hope, kept them safe, getting to the hospital, and maybe you know got them in touch back with their higher power, God or whoever.
Yeah, for sure.
So what you did was right, even though it didn't feel good.
Yeah. No, it didn't. And kind of like you said, we had them once they were at the hospital. And, after that, I got to the point of like, if I knew they weren't doing well and we had to talk to the family, like I done a lot of FaceTiming off my personal phone for these patients during COVID because they wouldn't let them back.
Yeah.
And, it got to the point I would talk to them, and it was really hard for me to I'm trying to think of my wording on this, to I guess be very blunt, I guess you would say, and be like, hey, this could go okay, or this could go really bad. If it does go bad, you need to say your wishes, say whatever you want to say to this person in case this is the last time. And, on some of them, maybe I shouldn't, but after that, it just like scarred me.
Oh, I
Listen,
can
we
imagine.
at our department, we started telling them, every day you wake up, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
So if you feel like you need to say something, but say it quick.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And it was it was awful because the department that I worked at, our community loved us, and then we turned into these like cold, distant people. And thankfully, they understood that, and I know uh, that family holds no ill will towards you,
Yeah.
um, for what you did and what you said. And I would still say, new or veteran, I would always rather give a family hope than not.
For sure. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That ship, I don't know. It just really reminded me of just like how fragile life is. And, as nurses, well, and really any healthcare workers, we live in that space between life and loss, and we carry both the miracles and the heartbreak.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, a lot sometimes.
How are there calls or situations that, I hate to use the word trigger, but at the same time that works, um, that trigger you now and like catch you up? And if so, what do you do in those moments?
Um, so I'm not gonna go into like his like past history, but if I do have a patient with a past history of this and they're not compliant, I would say, um, I like take extra caution with them. Even if they're okay, even if they're not in there for some crazy reason or anything like that. Like if I see that diagnosis, I always take extra caution. And some people will be like, why are you even doing that? But I don't know. That is a trigger for me.
So
And
you
I'll
watch them a
go,
lot closer than you do with other
yes.
patients, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I've got
100%.
you.
Yeah. Do
I'm going to
not
see
get
one
out
drop in
of
that
my
pulse
eyesight.
ox.
Yep.
Well, okay. So God bless. Thank you for crying on this show with us and probably making everybody driving to work cry.
Oh, I'm so sorry I done that. I didn't think I
No,
would.
No, not at all.
I
I,
felt it coming on and I was like, no.
I promise it's okay. I've cried. Cole has cried. Cole has made me cry. I think I made him cry. Um, and so
We're a
it's
bunch of little pansies, okay? Leave us alone.
It happens, man.
well, and the only reason this show exists is because I think the spaces where we need to have these conversations aren't allowed,
Oh, for sure.
and we no longer kind of live in a communal society. We're so separated from each other. I mean, I live 45 minutes from Cole,
Mhm.
and he's the person I see more than my wife.
Yeah.
And it's and I need, these people to talk to and have these conversations, because if not, then I give a whole lot of my money to really expensive therapists when I think that we could do that for each other. So thank
For
you
sure.
for sharing that. And I know that was hard, man.
Very hard.
It was. It's
We
something that it's mostly like the screams, like you'll just never forget those.
Oh yeah, the sounds that only a husband or a wife or a mother or a father could make.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry, that is the worst. That's the one thing as a nurse that gets me is when something like that happens and it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to step away because I'm gonna fall apart in a minute. So
Oh, for sure. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, and then it's
I'm
going
I'm
to
gonna
take me a whole hot minute to get myself back together and recomb my hair and go back to work. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Straight to the bathroom, splash some water on your face.
Yeah.
It'll be okay. We can do this.
Well,
Yes.
Kelly, real quick, what's your best day?
My best day.
Yeah.
Um, ooh,
What makes you clock back in?
I don't know. I just thrive from the chaos, honestly. I've always loved just helping people. I know that's so cliche but I don't know. Always have. I took care of my mom from a young age and she was sick a lot of the times and just me and her. And ever since then, I just felt like that was my calling to do in life is to help others.
Listen, sister, there's a book called The Wounded Healer that I want you to look up.
I will, for sure.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Yeah. I think that book will speak a lot to you about why you chose the profession that you did and that you do so well in it, because I know you do a very, very good job, and you are loved, admired, and appreciated,
Oh, thank
not
you so
just by
much.
your coworkers, but the families that you take care of too.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
yeah. So look that up. It's on Amazon. I think it's pretty cheap.
Okay.
And so very, very, very good book. If you can't find it, give me a couple days. I'll find my copy and I'll get with you and get your address and send it to you.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah. So thank you so
Well, thank
much
y'all.
for
Yes,
sharing.
thank
I'm
you.
sitting here like I'm having to slow down going, "Ah, shit, okay. I wasn't expecting this today. I was not ready.
Okay, guys, we need to pause. Let me go blow my nose real quick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cry, not once but twice now.
No,
No, it's
it's
fine. It is
I
completely
I
okay.
hate losing. You always want the salty people working with you,
Yes.
but the salty people forget, why it's important that you're there, why it's important to be soft and care.
Yeah. You do lose that sometimes.
Yeah,
You get kind of cold in the line of work we do.
yeah. Well, I love it that you're an ER nurse. I wish you the longest and best career, free of additional pandemics, but I know that
Yes.
you'll survive and thrive in whatever comes your way.
Well, thank y'all so much. This was fun.
Well,
Yeah.
Kelly, thank you. We appreciate you sharing your story with us.
Yes. Well, thanks, guys.
Okay, that was Kelly, goodness gracious,
It's another deep one. Another
yeah,
deep one.
but I
Another
love
one.
it. I know the people that are listening will get something out of that. They will probably remember COVID. They will remember that patient that stuck with them for those reasons. I relived in a second all of mine, just hearing her start her story and anticipating where it was going. But man, if you guys have any positives for Kelly, slide into our DMs, get on our socials, do the things.
Hit us up, guys. We want to
Yeah.
hear from you.
Listen, Cole's going to start yelling. He's going to start yelling if y'all don't start talking back to us. So he's anticipating positive, he's anticipating negative, and I'm having to hold him back.
We're wanting to hear the things, guys. Come
Yeah.
on. Damn.
Tell us your stories. But Kelly, thank you so much for being with us. And I look forward to getting to hear from you again.
Yes,
Yes,
thank
yes,
y'all
yes.
so much.
Yes, thank you. Man, that was deep. Okay. All right. Still deep. Brought back memories for me. Deep. Yeah.
Now just everyone can go have a glass of wine or a beer or something.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Go find your medicine in your cabinet.
Yes.
It will be fine.
All right, guys. Love y'all. Hugs and cuddles.
All right.
Kisses.
Bye.
Bye.